Hey guys, nice beautiful day here. Just wanted to make a quick video and just say that, this divine godly energy, whatever you want to call it, source, is just waiting. It's just waiting for us to join it. It's not something we have to work really hard to find. It's not something we have to go through a lot of spiritual practices to get to. That's kind of the carrot in front of our nose, and it might be necessary for a period of time in our practice, but just know that that's not necessary. We don't have to waste a lot of energy on that. We can just step into it now. Just invite it in. Just go inside and just say, I invite you in. I invite you into my heart. I invite you into into my consciousness, so we can be having this experience together. We can have a union. That's when we really become these. A lot of the New Age talk about being creator gods and creator beings. That's when we can really step into our creative power, right? When we accept that higher level consciousness, that expanded consciousness. It's never not what we are. It's actually always been what we are. And things have been blocking us from that reality. It's not that we have to go anywhere. It's that we have to basically unbecome to open up it's like opening the window, opening the door. The blinds get pulled down on the window because of the conditioning. The conditioning is the blinds holding everything down and keeping our consciousness, isolated. When there's a great big world out there, we just have to open up to it. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen in our environment. Our environment's going to open up to us. And it's just a matter of us opening up also. And we can, use that as, in Saj Marg, it's miseries as divine blessings. And it's kind of along that framework. Except you don't have to be in misery to wake up. You could wake up without the misery. You could wake up from anything. And just like I say, it's so simple. And I would just invite, that. Yesterday I was, part of Saj Marg is doing remembrance, where you think of God, right? Think of God throughout the day. At whatever level you might be at. It might be at the level of, an idol. It might be, you might think of Jesus on the cross, or you might think of Jesus resurrected, or you might think of Buddha, or you might think of whatever. But once you kind of move beyond the form, then you realize that this God energy is something we can't even describe, or we just have an attitude towards it, right? We just have this attitude of acceptance. Okay, I'm opening up to that idea that I don't know. I don't know, and that's okay, and I'm opening up to that idea that I don't know. And that's a kind of a way to take a leap into that direction. But yesterday I was, I forget too to do remembrance, and it's such an important part of the practice, but I just forget. Our mind gets busy and we're whirling around and thinking about things. And I just had that just brief thought, and it just boom. I really felt like it really elevated me up. I really felt it come in. I really felt that opening, just like I said, like opening the window and letting the sunlight in. It literally felt like that to me. And so I'm gonna work on that myself and focus on remembrance and inviting that divinity in. And I'd invite you to do the same, because spirituality really is the only way out of this. And what that means is seeing the unique blended divinity within everything, and seeing it all as one and one big family, and get rid of all the division and on all that, because that's only exists in your own heart. The division only exists in your own heart. It's not real. The division is actually, the truth is there is no division. That is the true reality. And we've just been kept separate, and it's like I say, it's part of our growth, it's part of our abhyas, our practice, part of our spiritual development. I call it spiritual weightlifting. And anyway, hope you all have a great day.